So I'm 25. I kind of wanted to share some things here that I've learned about being 25, and I've learned about my life and life in general to becoming 25. First one is to slow down. Just go your own desired pace. Let's start off with the slow down part. What I've realized is that even if you're trying to chase something that is so extraordinary, something that is not by the books, like you're going to school to get this and that, you need to just slow down. Slow down on enjoying life, but also still working super hard to get to that point. There are such things as, making sacrifices, but making sacrifices in a logical way. So you're still enjoying life, you're just making more sacrifices than the normal average person. Now, to go at your own desired pace is a whole different story, because some people are always different. Like, maybe you just want to do more things, but still be at a slow pace than others. Or maybe you want to go at a faster pace. It all depends on the person. Now, another one is to show empathy and respect to every single person you meet. I was raised a good way, in my opinion. I think when you age, no matter the type of person, no matter who they are, no matter if they speak a different language or anything, just a smile, showing an act of respect, either in body language or verbal, and showing empathy can literally brighten up someone's day, and they'll always remember it. Not everybody gets to wake up super happy. Not everybody even gets to wake up sometimes. But if you wake up, and I think the clearest thing to know is that, being positive, or at least trying to be positive, and just showing these types of attributes and characteristics can really brighten up someone's day and really understand you as a person better. Obviously they might not know you down and deep, but not everybody has to know. Another thing is fully comprehend a rising opportunity before taking it. Now, this is just from my personal experience, because as someone that was graduated high school, I was chasing social media for a long time, and I still am. There were some opportunities where you'd get like brand deals, you get sponsorships, and that was cool and all. But there was a lot of times where it just didn't match anything that I was doing or anything that I was interested in. So the opportunity was just an opportunity to gain a little monetary income, but nothing else. It just was like, hey, congrats on your first brand deal or your first sponsorship. That's it. There was nothing else. But then, me moving around the U.S. and trying to find different opportunities, it was like a real sit down of like, hey, what's this going to be as a pro? What's it going to be as a con? I think that's something super important that every person that's between my age or around my age has to really fully understand. Money isn't everything. And that's something that I've really, really tried to understand, because I still struggle with that on a daily basis. You see social media a lot, and we're never going to ever be out of social media. It's just something that's going to keep on evolving, keep on growing, and it's how we're going to get our news sources from pretty much here on out. It depicts a lot of oversaturated and overinflated topics, and you start to believe it, and then that's where money comes into play, right? This falls into the materialistic items mean absolutely nothing. They don't. I'm a car guy. We'll just give this an example. I love cars. Cars are amazing, but cars are not everything. I live in the Midwest now, and I daily drive a 435i that sounds great, performs amazing, and does all these pops and bangs, but I'm really only doing it for myself, because at the end of the day, there's not one person that even cares. If they do, they're a car person, but more than likely, they just don't care. It's the same way if you want to get like a really nice Louis Vuitton bag or designer clothing or something. It's all for you, because you go out in public, and 99% of the time, someone's going to not give a crap about what you're wearing or what you have. They might want to have that, but they're not going to be like, whoa, that's so cool. 99% of the time, they don't do that. And that falls into the not one person really cares what you're doing. Like, to chase those things, to go after those things, to do anything that you really want to do in life, like, it's going to take sacrifice in such weird ways, such cringy ways that you wouldn't even think would be something you would even think about. And they're going to happen. And you have to just kind of go around it and just, unless you face them head on, you're just like, yeah, screw it. Like, again, at the end of the day, nobody's going to care. Like, I do this whole Drake thing where I think he said in like an interview where it was 24 hours, you'll be the talk of the show. 48 hours, you'll start to disappear. 72 hours to a week, you will be just another name. Like, it may seem bad, but I promise you, it's going to just be the same old thing. It's not going to matter at all. So, if you're trying to get something that's super spontaneous or just something that is so out of this world, again, 99% of the time, people are not going to care. And if they do, they just are interested in what you're doing. And then now you got someone else to do it with. This falls into strive the best version of yourself. Every day, maybe a struggle. Maybe you're dealing with mental health. Maybe you're dealing with sickness. But to strive for the best version of yourself means that you're comprehending your situation. Maybe not to the fullest extent, but you're at least trying to aim to be an improved version every single day. And sometimes that is still hard, but you can make others happy. You can make yourself happy. And honestly, I'll give this in a very personal statement. I strived for the best version of myself when I lived in New York, and it was very, very hard. I was so emotional when I left that I felt so numb. And then I was like, I got to strive for the best version of myself and go and move back to Indiana. And I did. And I've been the happiest I've ever been. Now, I miss my dog. I miss my family. But it's literally been the best decision I've ever made. I'm going on more dates than I ever have. I meet new people. I got my friends here. I mean, it's amazing. Now, this ties in again. It's like, I was in New York and I was an assistant, and same thing with Colorado. But before Colorado, I was nothing. And then now here, I moved back to Indiana after Colorado and New York, and I'm an assistant again. But one thing I regret doing is not understanding my situation. Like, I was 18, 19, even if I was 20 or 21, like, I went through it, but I didn't pursue it. Like, I don't know what in my head, I was like, oh, this is not going to happen. I just don't understand it at all. The higher education is something where I'm like, I low-key feel like I'm so far behind. But that's a great thing about college and universities. You will meet every single type of person there, whether they're young or old. It's crazy. It's like no one can ever take education away from you, which I love. And I don't know why I didn't understand that when I was young. But you're young and dumb. Truly. I didn't start acting this way until probably about 24, 25. And I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. I thought I was mature, but I definitely wasn't. I wasn't even ready to move out of my parents' house until 25. Like, it just didn't feel mature enough. I didn't feel like I was mentally capable of doing that. And now I'm like, yeah, this isn't so bad. Because now I'm going back to everything. It's like comprehending opportunities. I'm going back to materialistic things that I used to buy for myself. I'm slowing down on what I'm doing, but I'm also going at my own pace and enjoying life and striving for the best version of myself and all this stuff. But now I'm chasing to become a DES, even though sometimes I'm like, I don't think this is a great idea because it's so much money. But again, at the end of the day, no one cares. I only care for myself. I only see a future where I am providing the best version of myself to every single person I meet, and to where I'm making a great living. But truthfully, it isn't about the money for the DDS program of myself. It's enjoying something for the rest of my life and doing what I love to do. I don't have to practice for the rest of my life. I could just become the DDS, and if I'm like, you know what, I'm going to do this, but I'm actually going to maybe become dental practice owner of multi-practices and then still practice here and there or whichever. Like, it's my life. I can choose what I want to do with it. And, to have a DDS behind my name or a DMD or wherever I decide to go would be absolutely amazing. Now this last one, it hits home. It hits hard because in your 20s, you think everything has to be done right away. Find love. Even if social media depicts as it is impossible. It's not impossible. I'm single. I am talking to some people here and there. But even if social media depicts this as like a world that is just hating love, there is that one person out there for you, for sure. You might be a little older. You might be in your 30s. You might never find somebody, but somebody will have interest in you. It's just a matter of timing. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm about to go on this date with this girl that I think has a fantastic family. Like, I've never met her yet. But the things that we have in common are so, like, almost just perfect to where it's just almost a stupid decision to pass up. And she's stunning. She's got a great career ahead of her. She's got a great family. Great life. Like, sure, she may struggle with some things here and there, but I've never been more excited to meet somebody and actually pursue them and want them and hopefully one day love them. Because I've had 2 girlfriends, 2 serious ones, and they both cheated on me, but this is where you find the love, even if you're like, man, oh my god, this is what happens when you have Snapchat. Blah, blah. When you're mature enough, you can have Snapchat. It's all depicting the person's actions towards somebody else. That is the end of the day, end of the story. It's how life rolls out. So if you have questions regarding on that for somebody, then you are clearly not their wanted person. And you do not want to get that person. It's bad for you. Versus somebody that actually shows interest in you. Like, this day and age, growing old together, getting that higher education, striving for your best self when you're with them. Slowing down and enjoying life with them too. It's like, we're 25. Yeah, it seems like we're old, but we're not. You compare us to someone that's 40. That's 15 years of a difference there, and it does matter so much. So much can happen within a year, let alone 6 months, let alone 3 months, even a month. And people just don't seem to understand that. Matter of fact, I didn't understand that until recently. So if you can get one piece of advice from me in this video, be confident in yourself. Understand yourself. You may not understand yourself for a few years like I did. Pursue your hobbies, pursue your passions. The money will follow. Even if you want to be this and want to be that, listen. It's always good to have a backup plan because you want to be happy and you want to be stress-free. Even if the stress is coming from your passion, it's a part of going full throttle. That's all I got for you.